Diativ, agus Volchigo di Terra Incognita Mocarjas, hello and welcome to Terra Incognita, my friends, and another edition of Tarot Incognito. Today I will be working on this case and doing readings on it probably for this whole coming week. This is regarding a missing persons case in Oregon. A young man by the name of MichaelBryson went missing in Umpqua State Forest at Hobo Campground, which is east of the small town of Dorena, on August the 8th, 2020. So that will be this coming Wednesday will be 5 years since Michael has gone missing. The basic facts in this case are that Michael went out to Hobo Campground to DJ for an overnight party, or perhaps the party may have been more than one evening. About 4:30 in the morning of August the 5th, he left the bus, which was apparently the primary gathering spot for this party. Ostensibly, the first report said he went out to pee. He didn't have his phone or a flashlight or anything. I've since read that there was an altercation and an argument with other people, and that Michael left because of this argument. After going out to pee, he never returned. The parents found out he was missing 13 hours later, and absolutely no one from the congregation of people who were there for that party were trying to look for him, which seems very strange. The parents believed that there was foul play. Approximately, August, September, October, November. So 4 months later, Michael's clothes were found a mile west of Hobo Campground, towards the town of Dorena, off the side of the road. There was no blood or sign of foul play that could be seen on the clothes, and Michael's parents are of the belief that these clothes were planted. And I believe at this point that Michael's family are not holding out hope to find their son alive, which is just heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to the Bryson family. This is just such a horrible, horrible thing to have to be dealing with. So before I go out there, I really don't like doing this, but I'm asking the cards if Michael is deceased. And if they could please give me some clear indication if he is deceased, and if he is alive, I will get a different card. The cards hopefully will be able to be clear. Sometimes the facts in a case are so convoluted, and there's been so much double dealing that you can't even find out if the person you're looking for is still alive or not. I don't want to touch my cards when I say this because it gives them anxiety, but if you want to see what I'm talking about, look at my readings about Peter Falconio, because it's been impossible to determine if he's alive or dead. Okay, so yeah, because I think he went into hiding and he scrubbed his trail. However, Michael's parents believe that Michael is dead, and they believe he was murdered. So, cards, if you could please tell me if Michael is alive or not. Okay. First card I lay down will indicate the nature of the question. The second will be the reason for asking. The third will be factors to be considered. The fourth will be solution, advice, comment given, and the last card will be the outcome. Okay, so let's get the book open and ready to go. Okay, this is some facts of the case for me laid out in front of me. Okay, so nature of the question is Osiris, and Osiris stands for wisdom and justice. So clearly the nature of this question is the desire for justice for Michael, his parents, and his family. Absolutely. Reason for asking. This card, Sphinx, indicates something that has been hidden, but really more so what it indicates is secrecy. So that backs up what Michael's parents believe, that there was collusion, that Michael was hurt. Some of the people that were there knew what happened to him, and they're withholding information, and they're keeping a secret about where Michael is. Okay, factors to be considered. Death. Set. This indicates Michael is no longer with us. In factors to be considered, this means that Michael met with foul play, danger for him at all levels. Solution, advice, comment given is Hathor. So what this is indicating to me is that there is a girl who was there, who knows more than she's saying. Clearly this is a woman. Hathor represents a very strong woman, very strong-willed woman. However, it can mean a man who exhibits qualities that a strong woman would exhibit. So we could be talking about a transgender person. We could be talking about a non-binary person. We could be talking about a woman. So the indication on the face of it is that it's a strong-willed woman. However, it could be a man who identifies as a woman and is strong-willed. Okay, so Mr. and Mrs. Parrish, if this card makes you think of someone, that's the person that knows something. Outcome. Gosh. Okay, so the outcome is fate and karma, but you know, this card also means healing, right? And what I believe that Thoth is trying to say is that you will get answers, Mr. and Mrs. Parrish, and the answers will be forthcoming. And that you will be, the answers hopefully will lead to you to being able to heal from this absolutely horrid event. Okay, so I think we're pretty sure that Michael is no longer with us, and there is a Hathor type person that is at least one person that definitely knows something about what happened to him. So I'm going to pause the video, and I have to put my cards back in numerical order. upright, and then I will come back and I will do another reading about where is the physical location of Michael. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, so let's try to find out where the physical location of Michael's body is right now at this moment. Where is Michael? Cards, please help me find Michael for Michael's parents and family. They need closure. It's just such a horrible, horrible case. It just breaks my heart. I really feel like somebody who was there knows, and they're simply trying to protect themselves, so that they're keeping that secret because it will affect their lives. But I would ask you, whoever is withholding this information, how does this help you? How does it help you to conceal facts from a family that's looking for their son? Yeah, you might get in trouble, but I tell you what, if you don't come clean, your eternal soul is in trouble. How many lifetimes are you going to have to live? How many horrible things are going to have to happen to you to make up for this, for you withholding? You may not believe that that's what's going to happen, but Auntie Angie knows that that is what's going to happen to you. So save your eternal soul and come forward and give us the information, give the parishes the information that they need about their son. Be a righteous soul. Let love and compassion enter your heart and help these people out. Where is Michael? We need to know. Where are you, Michael? Where are you? Okay. Nature of the question again. How does that work, right? Because the cards are beyond, they're just amazing, and they're beyond my ability to describe. Okay, so we want justice for Michael. Reason for asking. Wing disc. This means creation of a masterpiece. But what it means is that there is a positive outcome to this, which was indicated in the last reading, that we will be able to find Michael, and that his parents and his family will find peace. Factors to be considered. Okay, this card means fertility with a sacrifice, fidelity and growth. Fidelity. So that makes me wonder, okay, this is factors to be considered. So that Hathor person that showed up in the last reading, was that a girlfriend or someone that Michael was dating? Did they fight over fidelity issues, which would be, faithfulness? But fertility with a sacrifice can mean many things. It means that you have to pay to play. There is some belief that perhaps there was a drug deal gone wrong that led to Michael's disappearance, and that is indeed something that will be indicated by this. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind and see what we get for the rest. This could also mean that Michael was in possession of something that was worth something to someone who was there, and they killed him for it. The sacrifice was Michael. Fertility was whatever they stole from him. Okay? This is usually an awesome card, but I do not like it here. solution, advice, or comment given. Ankh. The person who knows something was a partner. This means love and life force, okay? And it indicates that someone who was involved with Michael romantically has the key. This is the key symbol, has the key to Michael's location. Okay, we're back. Same person is being, sorry, I apologize. Same person is being represented here. Sorry, I forgot to mute my phone. I'm usually a little bit better than that, people, but not always. So let me, okay, there we go. Apologies. Outcome. Okay, so in terms of where is Michael? This card means timelessness and preservation. It also means that time will heal all, so I'm really hoping that this is indicative of the fact that he is going to be found. But what popped into my mind when I touched this card, is that Michael's remains have been buried and rocks have been put over top of his body in an attempt to hide him even further. Okay? I'm going to pull one more card, and I would like more details on the exact location. Twins. Partners. Two people. A male and a female. Okay. She got somebody to help her. Or she knows who these two people are. Okay, cards, please give me an indication. I want this card to give me information about the physical location. Okay, information about the physical location, please. Okay, Scarab. All right, this is backing up my feeling that he was buried and something was placed over him, and that is because, okay, most of the time when somebody's dead, scarab comes up because it means rebirth. And why does it mean rebirth? Because scarabs lay their eggs inside of dung balls and they roll them around, they keep them with them, and then they bury them underground, and then the babies hatch underground and they reemerge. And that's why the Egyptians equate scarab with rebirth, because they believed in rebirth. They didn't believe that death was the end. Okay, so this indicates that Michael's remains were buried. How close to the campground are Michael's remains? Nevitus is another difficult card. Now, this could be, maybe we're looking at the number 7. Within 7 miles of the campground. However, I'm going to open this up and see if there's some additional information in Nevitus and what's written about Nevitus that might help us since we're talking about a very close and reliable friend, and I just think that this is the person. I mean, this can refer to a sister or a very close, reliable friend, and it makes me think that we're talking about this Hathor Ankh person again, who knows something. Yeah, Nephitis means things are hidden. And, God. So his body was hidden. Okay. Please, one more. God, freaking Hathor. I'm trying to decide if this is trying to give me, like, is it trying to give me number 6 to 7 miles away? I think if it were me, I'd be scanning the area within a 7-mile circumference of the Hobo Campground and looking for rock formations that look like they were stacked. At this point, 5 years later, all kinds of stuff could have grown up over them. They could be hidden by brambles, trees could have fallen on them, but you're looking for a pile of rocks. I have a hard time believing that his body was removed very far from the area. The fact that no one contacted police when he went missing is very suspicious. They had sufficient time to move his body and to bury him somewhere. So that's what I'm thinking, and it is my intention to go to Hobo Campground this week. I'm hopefully going to go there today. Today is the 3rd, tomorrow is the 4th, and then Wednesday is the 5th, and the 4th to the 5th would be the anniversary of his disappearance, and I am under the assumption that his family is going to be there conducting some type of memorial for him, and I would not want to interrupt such a thing. So out of absolute heartfelt respect for his family, I'm going to wait until Thursday, and I'm going to go on Thursday. I'm going to do readings there, and I'm going to look around the area for piles of rocks. Now, something tells me wherever it might be, it's clearly not going to be right next to the campground. These people had ample time to conceal where his body is. I think what I'm going to have to do in an attempt to try to find Michael's remains is I'm going to have to, I know, I live out in the middle of the country, and every Sunday we have packs and packs of motorcycles driving by, disrupting what is usually a very quiet part of the world, so I apologize for that. However, as I was saying, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to douse a map of the area to try to hone in on where Michael's remains would be. I'm going to try to do that prior to Thursday, and I will look in the areas that are indicated by the dowsing. I guess I'll, make a video of the dowsing, because that's nothing. I've never done that for you guys, so you can see how map dowsing is done. All right, people. Prayers for Michael and his family. May he be found soon, and may Michael's family have the peace that will come with the discovery of their son. So until next time, bring the light, be good to each other, do the right thing in life for yourself and for others. And just try to be loving and compassionate, okay? So until next time, here at Terra Incognito, the land where paranormal, we love you, and we'll see ya next time, and hopefully we can resolve this case. All right, thanks for being here. Slán go fall. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.